What do you think about the Canadian? Where was it? I forgot where it was. I forgot. The Canadian. What was they? Canadian heroin free for all. Well, it's a 3 year. It's a 3 year. What is it? 3 year. I forgot the word. A 3 year street party. It's a 3 year experiment. So got to do it really. It'll be. I mean, there'll be swings and roundabouts, won't it? Full of it, full size of it. Probably more people will die. I reckon. They said less people will overdose, but I can imagine more people will overdose to start with. Definitely. But that solves part of the problem, doesn't it? I don't know. I can imagine it being a bit of a mess, but I don't really know. Wait and see. I mean, that's the whole Buddhist thing, isn't it? You give people what they give people. If people want something, give it to them. Is one of the ways of looking at it. It works in Holland. Well, I suppose it does. There we go then. We'll just wait and see. I thought it was funny that it's just come up after I've done my Angel of Death. Well, I've half done the Angel of Death. But that's Pluto, isn't it? Pluto's just gone, whatever. And that's about the undergardens, the underworld. Pluto's god of the underworld, isn't he? And the darkness coming to light was going to be a thing. But I think again with the whole Marilyn Manson thing, with those two, or whatever it was, that snuff thing that happened there, or whatever, how it's been reported in the case. But it's like, that's serious. It's one of those things that goes around in my head a lot. I mean, those two people, or one person, or whatever it was, have been saved in the long term of going another way. We're all going to die at some point. They got a rock and roll death. I know I'm being a bit what? A bit what about it, but I thought it was the same. Do you know, I said this, right, okay, I'll go back a bit. When my kids, the twins, were friends with this kid at school. Well, they were friends with lots of kids at school. But this one particular one who died in a car accident not that long ago, a few years back. I think it's called Bradley. And I've sort of said to them, because the kids were all really upset, as they would be. It was like, because he was such a lovely kid, and he was a kid, blah, blah, and all the rest of it. But I said to him, I mean, you don't know what's happened. Maybe it's been saved from something round the corner, something. So the spirits do see, and the guides see us, do you know, something, they see further ahead than we do. And say he maybe have been taken out now to save him from something further down the road, something worse, if that makes sense. And then that's when we let that firework off, didn't we? Well, we let a firework off just for fireworks night. In fact, a friend of mine came around with one, and I just sort of said to the boys, "We go let it off for Bradley," sort of thing, let his spirit go, blah blah, or whatever. And they didn't really want to come; they did it their own way. But it was just set off, and I said, that's what I was thinking at the time. So, and then this one little ember just came back to ground. I thought, oh, spirits come back to earth again. It's like, but that's how I see things happening. They will come down and they'll be sort of put somewhere else for purpose. And if you can't, for whatever reason, do more than you're doing in the place I don't know, you'll be taken and moved somewhere else. And this is what I call like respawning in life. You'll be taken out, even if it's to be used as a spirit, like what should you call it, hawks, like Romany hawks. You want to be a hawk, a bird, or whatever, an angel, but like a spirit guide for someone else. I mean, there's going to be other people left down here in whatever state who need like guidance or talking through different things. A lot of people are going to die, I reckon. God needs you for an angel. That's an old thing to be said, isn't it? And it's not just like everyone gets an angel. I've said that before. You need some crumbly old angels, and around the crumbly old streets. I don't know. That's what I was thinking, actually, though. It's funny that they're now doing that after, he's been prosecuted on one hand for taking life, and on the other hand, these people, they're choosing to take a life. But through drugs. Well, you could argue it's like a mental health condition. Are they choosing to do it? They're just doing it because they're unwell. really know. I don't know enough about psychology or law, to be honest, or philosophy. Get off my fucking bus. Well, that just makes me laugh in another way, because I often talk about the bus going to, like, the Buddha. If you're spiritually, like, enlightened, you're on a bus to the beach, basically. And I've said before, if you, do you know what? You can't just take an empty bus to the beach of enlightenment. You have to come back and fill it up. And probably keep doing runs if you're driving, or to the next stop or whatever. And I did the other story before as well, another short, because someone said to me a while back, how many stories have you written? Fucking loads, mate. But a lot of them are just in my head. But the other one was about the family, which was based around my family, but we were like deities, and going on a holiday. We were off to, where were we off to? We're probably here actually, like Hades or wherever, hell, seventh level of hell, for holiday, actual hell. And I was driving a tractor down the motorway, down the hard shoulder, with the family in a trailer at the back. And who was the father? Oh, do you know what? Some fucking limpoid. It's funny though. Cars often come up as an allegory. The Lamborghini, you know what that is? It's it's KSI, isn't it? It's Lamborghini. I often think of it as like his YouTube. It's his Lambo. I got a fucking Capri, mate. That's what. That's why I laugh in the I'm Not Lying song. So my other car's a Lamborghini. What else I got? I got blacked out windows. That's why you never see me. It's my fucking shadow. It's my fucking shadow pit. That's what. The White Chamber. That's that's a lot of things. It is a lot of things. I saw it the other day. That was in the woods though, tied to the woods, which is probably why I got to see it. But it was like but it was an internet thing as well. Put me in a White Chamber. You do it then, Mrs. Snuffleupagus. The angels will be in there. You never know who's in one of those pits though, do you? You put all sorts of people in. You don't know who's in there. Dark ones, light ones. That's a whole mixture, a whole cacophony going on. And that's just on one level of the internet. There's somebody will sneak in on the side and just for a look around. Someone with a history of, I don't know, a history of what? Some damaged person who needs rehab has managed to squeeze in with a dry ticket. You never know. I'm looking at a squirrel on a tree at the moment. I'll tell you why. Do you know what? This is funny for me. You like my stylish hair, don't you? My stylish burnt chocolate hair, whatever it's called. What was that thing I just posted? That funny little mouse thing, that was breeding. What's it called? A quail or something? I've forgotten. But this is cute. I was just being obnoxious. I can be bothered to write out what I was actually thinking. Yesterday I was in a charity shop. I picked up a little china one of those. It was so cute, and I couldn't buy it because I didn't have enough money. It was just cute that it had come up on the news. Probably because we watched me through the Christmas tree lights, but I don't mind. I really liked it. I so wanted to buy it. I think someone else would have bought it now. I wish my clay would hold up and dry. I'll do some more to this. I've only got 1/2 bit of clay left. I've done well though. How much did it cost? About £4 a packet. Not much. It's probably cheaper to buy actual clay, in fact. I think it's about 12. That thing was made for a £12 money, I think, bag of clay, actual clay, that a friend of mine bought. What is it? Oh, you don't want to know. I ended up saying it's my last fuck. Let me show you. It was the last fuck I could give that day. It's the Scorpio. I've got a Scorpio. I'm a sexual being. I've got no other way to express it. This deformed depravity. Let me show you close. I don't really know what it was. It just happened. It was just deforming. Nothing but cocks and orifices. So this was an arm of the person, and that was their mouth. That was the masculine aspect. But it's also dick. It's just sometimes nice to feel these things in your hands. And that was the woman, and that was her boobs, and that was her mouth. So that's him behind her, and that's his arm in that aspect. But it's also, I think that's his arm and shoulder, and I don't think it's either her leg or his arm. It's just one of those, they're always like squished together when I do people in the acts of passion. Around the back, it's just buttocks. But you can't see it very well. It was like a man's back it started off at, and there was his bum. I just felt like feeling it at the time. And then just, did a lot of this stuff. And then just left it to do its own thing. Just to be there, to be honest. There we go. That's just there now. Just there looking over us like an angel. Another House of the Rising Sun thing I noticed. It's on the other side of the pond. Nice butterfly up there, a rainbow butterfly. I had that for a long time. I need to be rainbow aware. Oh God, I'm even aware of the darkness, dark side of the spoon more like. The silver spoon, it's the moon. It's definitely take your silver spoon and spin your grave, or whatever it's called. Come on, gold dust woman, take your silver spoon, dig your grave. The moon, a silver spoon. Well, it's whatever you want, really. It's whatever you want. Why did she make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? It's always the moon, isn't it? Always the moon, every time. Is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? Well, I suppose where we're going. I'm going back to the moonland. I might not have been, I think it was about Coke, wasn't it? Coke spoon. It was about anything, really, back in those days. Because you have the little silver Coke spoons, didn't you? Well, we did. That's why I said it would take a long time to dig. Well, it wouldn't. Long time to dig your grave with one of those. I don't think it actually does. Rulers make bad lovers. You better put your kingdom up for sale. I know what to do now. I want to get dressed. I like being in these clothes today. These ones. I just feel like doing it. Shuffling around. Watch something political. Go and watch something on Brand. See what he's got to say today. I've got enough food. I don't know what else. I've eaten the last of the noodles. Prison break. I am grateful for what I've got. I'm not joking. I am teasing. I like to make a stupid game of it. I've got half a packet of these Torito things. What are they called? Doritos. Sweetos. Cheetos. They are Cheetos. It's a Cheeto meal. It's a Cheeto. There's a bird in the cupboard. What's this? Well, the kids made these at school. When they were at little school. That was Marshall's one. Look, it's got sniffers on it. And they made a box and they had to write a poem. And unfortunately, it all got moulded away. So I haven't got those. It was the most heartrending thing that ever happened in my life. They were so magical, the things they put in their boxes, these two little birds. So I've kept them, but the paint's all come off. But I've still got the memory. So there's one thing of chicken, which is supposed to be left for the dog. Was old fucking Smeg telling you to put in an egg yesterday? Do an egg. Marcus of the land of plenty, because I was sending it back to her. It's like, fuck you, ho. I don't want your negative energy. So she was telling you to neg the egg, and I was negging it straight back to her. So I hope she felt it properly. Nutmeg, mate. Stylish nutmeg. fucking hate her so much sometimes. That's why I sleep with my bag of stones. I need a fucking egg. I've got a bag of stones, mate. Go and egg an egg. Tell you what, nutmeg, mate. Eggnog. And she was going about hawking as well, wasn't she? Hawking's door-to-door sellers. But that's another meaning for it. It's not the only worldly meaning. What's a hawk? It's a sky person. It's your eyes in the sky. I don't know, it's a lot of things, really. I said they often call hawks like skywalkers. I don't think I'm a proper skywalker. I really know though. It's an astral thing. They can go in kennels. They can go out